Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Let me ask you something. Whose life are you living? Is it yours, or is it the version someone else imagined for you? We are born into expectations. From the moment we take our first breath, society, culture, family, they all start shaping our dreams. But somewhere along the way, the real dream, the one that beats inside your chest, gets buried under opinions, fear, and self-doubt. I'm here to tell you, live your dream, not the safer version, not the edited version, the wild, impossible, crazy, heart-racing dream that makes you come alive. You'll be told it's too much. You'll be told to tone it down. You'll be told people like you don't do things like that. Smile politely and do it anyway. You see, dreams don't need permission. They need courage. I've fallen flat on my face. I've been told no more times than I can count. But here's the thing, they were right to doubt me. Because I wasn't trying to fit in. I was building something no one could see but me. And that's what you need to do. Build even when no one claps. Work even when no one sees. Trust even when your voice shakes. The world doesn't give you your dream. You take it. So live big, fail proudly, dream boldly. Because if you don't fight for your dream, who will? 1. Own your path. From the moment we begin to understand the world, we're handed a map. That map is usually drawn by others, family, teachers, society. It's filled with routes we're expected to follow. Go to school, pick a safe career, settle down, don't take too many risks. This map may come from a place of love, but it's not your map. It's borrowed and often outdated. And if you keep following it without questioning it, one day you'll wake up feeling like a stranger in your own life. Owning your path means tearing up that map and sketching your own. It means asking hard questions. What do I want? What kind of life would make me proud to live it? What would I chase if no one was watching? These aren't easy questions to answer because they require brutal honesty. You might realize that the dream you're chasing isn't yours, it's inherited. Or worse, that you've never dared to dream for yourself at all. The truth is, most people don't own their path because they're afraid. Afraid of judgment, of failure, of disappointing others. But here's something powerful. The moment you choose your own way, you stop needing approval. It's not rebellion, it's responsibility. It's taking control of the steering wheel and saying, this is my ride, I decide where it goes. And yes, there will be fear. Because choosing your own path often means walking alone, at least for a while. You'll face confusion, criticism, and loneliness. But in that silence, something incredible happens. Your voice gets louder. You start hearing your own intuition. You start trusting your gut. And that voice will guide you better than any external advice ever could. When you own your path, you stop competing with others. Their journeys become irrelevant. You're not trying to outdo anyone. You're just trying to become the most authentic version of yourself. That's not arrogance, that's freedom. You realize that success isn't a universal formula, it's deeply personal. What lights someone else up might not mean anything to you, and that's okay. The beautiful thing about owning your path is that it gives your life texture. The highs are yours, the failures are yours. You begin to live with a sense of ownership, of pride even in the messy parts. Because you know you're not just existing, you're choosing. Every step, every stumble, every breakthrough belongs to you. There's a dream that lives in your heart, and then there's a dream you tell people about. Most of us learn early on to filter our dreams to make them smaller, more acceptable, less intimidating. We choose the dream that won't raise eyebrows. We shape it to sound practical, realistic, achievable. But here's the thing. The real dream is rarely polite. It's messy, massive, and it scares the hell out of you, and that's exactly how you know it's real. The real dream doesn't make sense to everyone. Sometimes it doesn't even make sense to you. It might come to you in a whisper when you're alone, in a rush of adrenaline when you're inspired, or in a moment of deep frustration when you realize you're not where you want to be. It's that persistent thought you push away, The one you think you're not qualified for, not ready for, not enough for. But it keeps coming back because it's yours. It's trying to get your attention. Most people ignore the real dream because it demands too much. It demands discomfort. It asks you to break rules, to challenge norms, to risk looking foolish. But the alternative living, a life built on a watered down version of yourself, is far worse. Playing small may protect you from failure, but it also guarantees regret. You weren't born to dim your light just because it makes other people squint. To embrace the real dream, you have to unlearn everything that taught you to shrink. You have to stop apologizing for wanting more. That's not greed, it's growth. It's not arrogance, it's ambition. You're allowed to crave something big. You're allowed to believe you were meant for more than survival. The dream doesn't come with a manual. It comes with a fire, and your job is to follow it, not tame it. You also need to know this. Your dream doesn't need to be understood by everyone. Some people won't get it, and they don't need to. Your dream wasn't a conference call, it was a personal message. When you start walking toward it, the right people will find you. But first, you have to believe in it enough to take the first step alone. Embracing the real dream means living in alignment with your truth, not someone else's timeline. You don't need to achieve it by a certain age or in a specific order. Life isn't a checklist. There's no expiration date on becoming who you're meant to be. It's okay if your dream is still evolving. It's okay if it feels far away. What matters is that you acknowledge it, name it, and stop pretending it doesn't matter. The moment you decide to chase something bigger than what's expected of you, resistance will show up. It won't always come as a thunderstorm, it'll come in small, quiet ways. A dismissive comment, a raised eyebrow, an awkward silence when you share your dream. You'll start to notice who supports you and who subtly pulls you back. This is normal. Resistance is not the enemy, it's proof that you're stepping out of the ordinary. Resistance will come from outside, yes, but the loudest voice might be your own. That inner critic, it's brutal. It'll whisper, "Who do you think you are? What if you fail?" What if they laugh? And sometimes the critic doesn't whisper, it screams. That voice is fear, dressed up as logic. Don't silence it, understand it, but don't obey it. Your fear is loud because your dream matters. People will try to make you doubt yourself, not always out of malice. Often it's their own fear talking. When you step outside the box, it makes people uncomfortable because it reminds them they're still inside theirs. You becoming more forces others to confront their own limitations, and that can feel threatening. Don't shrink to make others comfortable. That's not kindness, it's self-abandonment. You'll be called unrealistic, dramatic, even selfish. You'll hear things like, "Just be grateful for what you have," or "Not everyone gets to live their dream." And while gratitude matters, it should never be used as a leash. Gratitude isn't meant to cage you, it's meant to ground you while you grow. Wanting more for your life doesn't mean you're ungrateful, it means you know you're capable of more. Resistance also shows up as obstacles, rejections, delays, setbacks. These aren't signs to quit, they're tests of commitment. How badly do you want it? Can you show up even when it's inconvenient? Even when it's humiliating? Resistance doesn't mean you're off track. It means you're doing something worth fighting for. Every breakthrough is built on 1,000 quiet refusals to give up.
Before the world ever believes in you, you have to believe in you. That's the rule. That's the starting line. It doesn't matter how talented you are, how smart, how creative. None of it matters if you don't back yourself. Self-belief isn't arrogance, it's oxygen. It's the thing that keeps you going when no one else claps, when the doors don't open, and when the silence feels louder than your efforts. It's not optional. It's your foundation. There will be days when you'll feel like an imposter. Days when the doubt creeps in and your confidence cracks under the weight of rejection or comparison. And in those moments, self-belief isn't about pretending you're perfect. It's about remembering that you're worthy anyway. It's about choosing to show up even when your hands are shaking. Because if you wait to feel ready or good enough, you'll wait forever. No one can give you self-belief. They can compliment you, support you, encourage you. But unless you believe those words in your own bones, they won't stick. You have to build that belief from within, brick by brick. Every risk you take, every time you try again after falling, every time you choose courage over comfort, you're reinforcing that foundation. And the more you build it, the harder it becomes to shake. Some people won't see your worth until you've already proven yourself. That's fine. That's not your job. Your job is not to convince everyone else. You are not a marketing campaign. Your job is to trust that what you're doing matters, even if it's not validated. Self-belief is showing up for yourself in rooms where you feel invisible. It's speaking up when your voice is the only one shaking. It's daring to take up space when you were taught to shrink. The world is loud. It will tell you who you should be, how far you can go, what you're allowed to want. And if you don't have a strong sense of who you are, you'll get pulled in every direction but your own. Self-belief acts like a compass. It helps you say, this is who I am, this is what I want, and this is what I'm building, whether you get it or not. And once you find that clarity, you stop asking for permission. You start giving yourself the green light. You'll meet people who underestimate you. Let them. You don't have to argue. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. Keep working. Keep rising. One day they'll look back and realize they misjudged you. But by then you'll be too busy living your truth to care. That's the quiet power of self-belief. It turns doubt into fuel and rejection into redirection. And here's something you learn over time. Self-belief doesn't mean you'll always win, but it means you'll always get back up. You'll always try again. And that's what makes you dangerous in the best way. Not because you never fall, but because you refuse to stay down. When you believe in yourself deeply, relentlessly, unapologetically, there's nothing you can outlast. Or talent is a gift. It opens doors, gets attention, and gives you a head start. But talent without work is wasted potential. What separates the dreamers from the doers isn't who's naturally gifted. It's who's willing to grind. It's who shows up when it's boring, when it's hard, when no one's watching. Hard work isn't glamorous, but it's undefeated. It outlasts luck, outpaces excuses, and outperforms privilege in the long run. People love to romanticize success. They talk about the moments in the spotlight, the wins, the applause, the viral breakthrough. But what they don't see are the years behind it. The early mornings, the missed birthdays, the nights you cried and worked anyway. That's the truth no one advertises. The dream costs you. It demands consistency when motivation is gone, discipline when inspiration disappears. There will always be someone smarter, prettier, more connected, more experienced. But no one can outwork you unless you let them. Effort is your edge. When you commit to working harder than anyone else in the room, not to compete, but to improve, you become unstoppable. You stop waiting for perfect timing and start trusting the process. Progress becomes your addiction. Not perfection, progress. Hard work teaches you who you really are. When no one is clapping and no opportunity is in sight, and you still show up, that's who you are. That's character. And in the long run, grit always wins. Because the people who make it, they're not just lucky, they're relentless. They didn't stop because it got tough. They expected it to get tough, and they got tougher. You can't fake work ethic. People will spot it, so will You don't have to talk about how hard you work. Your consistency will speak for you. When you put in the hours, when you're the one who studies after everyone else has gone home, when you're still pushing while others coast, people notice. But even if they don't, you'll know. And that self-respect, that inner pride, that's fuel no one can take from you. Hard work makes you earn your wins, and because you earn them, you value them more. It keeps you humble. It keeps you grounded. It reminds you that you're building something real, not chasing shortcuts. Shortcuts might get you there fast, but they don't make you strong. Hard work makes you ready for the pressure, the criticism, the responsibility that comes with success. The world is full of talented people who never lived their dream because they never learned how to work for it. They waited for the right break, the right mentor, the right moment. But here's the truth. The right moment is the one you create. And the only way to create it is through effort, day after day, when it's thrilling and when it's thankless. Hard work doesn't guarantee success, but it guarantees growth. And growth is the bridge to everything you want. Ambition has been misunderstood. When a man is ambitious, he's called driven. When a woman is ambitious, she's often quoted too much. Either way, people get uncomfortable when you don't play small. That's their issue, not yours. Ambition isn't arrogance, it's clarity. It's knowing exactly what you want and refusing to apologize for going after it. You don't owe the world your silence just because your dream makes them squirm. Ambition means you have vision. You see something that doesn't exist yet, and you believe in it enough to pursue it. That takes guts. And not everyone will understand it. Some will say you're chasing too hard, moving too fast, dreaming too big. Let them talk. You're not here to be digestible. You're here to be undeniable. You weren't built for average. You weren't born to blend in. Being unapologetically ambitious means you stop asking for permission to want more. You stop explaining yourself. You stop editing your goals to make them more palatable. You learn to own your hunger, to speak your dreams out loud without shrinking your voice. That kind of energy shifts rooms. It either inspires people or intimidates them. Either way, it makes it clear you didn't come to play safe. You came to win. Some people will call you intense. Take it as a compliment. The world is already full of people who play it safe, follow the script, and die with their dreams still locked inside them. That won't be you. You're allowed to be relentless. You're allowed to want more than just a seat at the table. You can build your own table if need. And if people can't handle your fire, they can step back. You were never meant to dim your light to make others feel okay. Ambition means you'll outgrow people. You'll have to make choices they won't understand. You'll sacrifice things they wouldn't dare to. That's the cost. You'll lose comfort, predictability, even relationships. But you'll gain something priceless. A life that's fully, unapologetically yours. You can't soar if you're trying to keep everyone comfortable on the ground. There will be moments when you'll question it all, when you'll wonder if it's worth the hustle, the pressure, the isolation. And in those moments, your ambition will be your anchor. It will remind you why you started. It will remind you that you were never chasing applause, you were chasing purpose, and purpose doesn't ask for approval. It demands action. So don't tone it down, don't wait to be invited, don't wait to be already. Ambition means you walk in like you belong, because you do. You set goals that scare you and then you chase them like your life depends on it, because in many ways it does. A dreamless life is a quiet death, but an ambitious life, that's where the fire lives, that's where the magic happens. So here's what I'll leave you with. Don't wait, don't overthink, don't ask the world for permission. The dream you carry, it's yours for a reason, it chose you. And whether it's still a whisper or already a roar, honor it. Feed it, fight for it. You're going to get tired. You're going to question yourself, and yes, you're going to fall. But if you remember who you are, and more importantly, why you started, you'll rise every single time. Because at the end of the day, no one else can live your dream for you. So walk boldly, work relentlessly, dream unapologetically, and whatever you do, don't die with your dreams still inside you. Thank you.